My name's John, and I just turned 68. Maybe 68 is an awful lot late in your life to first start feeling good about the way you look, but this is the first time I feel good about the way I look. For the 3 years before my husband's death in January, I was his full-time caregiver. To be with him in those last months as he fought so hard against Parkinson's disease was an honor. It was a blessing. I would do it again, but it came at a huge cost to my own health and well-being. I was so busy taking care of someone else, I had no time to take care of myself. I never slept through a full night. The closest thing I came to exercise was giving the dog a quick walk around the block. I ate erratically and at times compulsively to deal with my anxiety. My weight shot up to almost 215 pounds. I was a mess. I came here because I watched two neighbors suffer strokes. Both were obese, sedentary women. One of them will spend the rest of her life in assisted living. She will never drive or walk or play music again. The other was lay on the floor for several days before the paramedics found her. She's going to spend the rest of her life in a nursing home. I thought about that and I saw my future and I didn't want it. And I knew that I had to do something big to change the trajectory of my life. Short of joining the Marines, it was CrossFit. Now, I was pretty sure when I came here that I was going to be told, you're too old. Do something gentler, This is for younger, fitter people. But to my surprise, I was warmly welcomed. And I was really nervous about the whole onboarding process and all the assessments, but they proved to be a really positive experience. In a couple of cases, I actually surprised myself by doing better than I expected. But it gave me a realistic sense of where I was and what I needed to do to get better. And that was really an important thing for me. There's one moment that sticks out for me that I will always remember. We make a big deal here when someone makes a significant improvement, when they level up. And for me, it was the first time I hit one of the orange levels. Every time someone levels up, we hold up a big chart showing what the accomplishment is, and everyone stands around and, joins in. And when I looked at that picture, I realized those people around me, they knew what an accomplishment it was for me to just get to there. They were happy for me, and they were proud of me. That meant so much to me. I still sometimes look back at that picture and think, yeah, there are challenging moments. Not everything is easy for me. At some point, I am going to have to overcome what I refer to as jump rope-ophobia. But I'm getting better every time I come in here, and it's so great to see myself making progress. A lot of things have changed in the last 5 months. To begin with, I've lost 40 pounds. But one of the biggest things for me is that when I get up in the morning, I walk into the bathroom and I see myself in the mirror, I'm no longer ashamed of myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have a little bit of belly fat to lose and nobody's ever going to stick me on the cover of Men's Health. But I look at myself and I no longer think, John, how did you get to be such a pig? Instead, I look at myself and I think, not bad. You got some progress to go, but I think your shoulders are broader than they've ever been. The thing that I would tell to anyone who's on the fence, who's thinking about joining but isn't sure, well, of course, I'd point out that we have great facilities and equipment, that there's a super supportive community, and that we have the most amazing coaches who are so helpful and so supportive. But what we have here that's our sort of hidden superpower, is we're one of only a handful of gyms in the Pacific Northwest that use level method. And that has made all the difference for me. I have to admit, when I first saw this chart, I was a little bit sort of like, what? But now it's become like a real important map for me, because I see where I'm at and I have real specific goals for getting better. And it's not just like I'm going to get stronger, but I say to myself, in a couple months, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to deadlift 185 pounds. That's really specific, and that really guides me along. I'm already at the point where I'm pretty close to being able to do 20 unbroken push-ups. All that gives me real specific goals that I can work for. And of course, the people here give me all the guidance I need to start achieving those goals. If you're someone like me and you're coming in after having been out of shape for a long time, Level Method offers a way to go from out of shape towards functional fitness. And if you're one of those younger people, healthier people, maybe you were an athlete in high school or college, the Level Method offers a way to go from functional fitness to elite fitness. No matter where you are in your life or wherever you are in your journey of fitness, this place and this method are there to take you to where you want to go.